If you're looking, there's no alternative here. Let me show you. Let me just check you something out, okay? Just let me check something out real quick because I've already seen a bunch of people out here who say that YouTube is the only website or platform where you make videos and that there's no other platform to be popular on. I said it's pure nonsense. And I also tell them that there are other websites out there, pretty much alternatives to say the least. But of course, if we're gonna have alternatives like Rumble or Odyssey or BitChute or any of all those other stuff, we're clearly going to have something that's as popular as YouTube. Not globally. I don't know about globally, but somewhere globally, like TikTok. I do have TikTok, but of course, I only have like 300 followers on there and stuff. Um, but to say the least, there are other platforms like Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, and all those other platforms that I don't really use at the moment. But of course, if you're really looking for an alternative where you can look at what the internet has been through, or look at the videos and the books and the movies and the audios and music that's come from the internet before, I can show you a website. Behold, the Internet Archive. That's right. The Internet Archive is a non-profit library of millions of free texts, movies, software, music, websites, and more. And look at it says here. Celebrate 1 million web pages archived. That's right. I didn't actually know they have web pages archives, probably because of the Wayback Machine. Search the history of more than 1 trillion web pages on the internet, meaning that if you were to type in something like youtube.com, yeah, it will pop up in a moment. So if you search up youtube.com, it'll show you all these highly curated results and the algorithm and stuff. So like if you click on one of them, it will eventually take you somewhere, but when you click on one of them, it will take you to the old YouTube. So we just have to wait for a moment. There it is. There it is right there. The old YouTube. There is some old videos right here and stuff. This actually does take me some nostalgia to actually look at the good old days that YouTube has done and stuff. I remember best of YouTube. There's all sorts of other things to look at on YouTube, but really, it looks so good though. Bunch of nostalgia, really great. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, we're gonna go back to where we came from, since we just clicked off. And we're gonna look at what the Internet Archive has. So of course, we looked at what the Internet Archive has. They did have 1 trillion web pages on there, I see. 48 million texts. I think that it's like a book logo on there. There's 15 million videos. 15 million videos for an archive organization. Never really thought of that. There's 13 million audios. I believe it's sort of like the music. Like when you listen to music and that's the audio. 3.2 million TV. Probably some TV shows or something. Who knows? Probably in the news and politics and all that other stuff. 5.3 M images. 5.3 million images. Why do I say M? It's the images. Yeah, it's probably a bunch of photos from the Internet Archive. 283,000 concerts. 3.2 million collections. What's the collections? I gotta check this out. Oh, it's just a bunch of collections from like news articles, newspapers, work documents, all that other stuff. Okay then. All right, let's look at the categories. So we're going to look at videos, all videos. This is kind of like pbskids.org or pbs.org, where you actually, it just feels like it's pbs.org, where you just look at stuff. pbskids.org exactly, because with pbskids.org you get like highly curated results of kids characters and stuff, and you actually look at the results of PBS Kids, of like games and videos, and you actually get to watch free videos on PBS Kids, like free episodes. In fact, PBS Kids is live like 24/7 on their YouTube page. So you can either watch it live on the PBS Kids website, pbskids.org, and PBS Kids YouTube channel and all that other stuff. So, it's probably good and stuff, except that I don't know if the Internet Archive has like a YouTube channel, but you see here, they got all sorts of good stuff. So like, in case if anything happens and stuff, they save the videos and the documentations and the books and all that other good stuff onto this website of this organization. So we see the categories here: social media videos, kids shows on VHS. I have made DVD openings and stuff. I've made DVD openings to my videos. I have done like DVD openings to my videos, and I got like thousands of views and stuff. So it's like I believe like my most viewed DVD opening video was on Monsters Inc. I think maybe that's what. Oh, there's Twitch streams. I didn't actually know that. Let's check out Twitch streams. Okay, not really that interesting to look at Twitch streams. Okay. NASA, CNN, TikTok. Yeah, it's all a bunch of news organizations and stuff. But I'm just saying, though, if you're really just looking for some sort of like alternative to like save your videos, or better yet, get enough alternatives to, you know, actually have backup for your videos and stuff. So, you know, if anything bad happens to like your videos or something like that, it usually gets saved in like some archived. So, you know, if you want it archived, the Internet Archive is on your way. So, you know, there's other platforms too, like BitChute, I believe that is. You have Rumble, Rumble, and then there's Odyssey, Daily Motion. I believe that's the name of that website, Daily Motion. Yeah, it's Daily Motion. And I can't really think of anything else. So, I mean, that's the good alternatives and stuff. But anyways, though, that is good. That is good to see that there is an organization, Internet Archive, to look at what you are looking for and stuff. Look at what you want to see for the archive. You know, make sure it's still saved so you can watch it over and over again, obviously. But with that being said, it's a great website. You know, so anyway, is if people were to follow you and actually want to view more of your content, then you would want to look at Internet Archive and Rumble and Odyssey and BitChute and Daily Motion and all that other good stuff. All the other good stuff you can think of. But anyways, I believe that's the end to see here for this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.